Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Okay? Hee hee ha ha ha. Ha ha hee hee. Hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha 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 hee hee. Yes. Very funny! Wow! What a good joke. Wow, that was a voice crack. Okay? My voice cracking. just like the way I be in between your dad's crack. Ooh, got him. Yeah, they can never stop me from making funny jokes. Unstoppable. I really am the goat. Okay. But welcome in, welcome Drippy Cat, welcome. You're the first one here, okay? Or more like first one queer. Okay, that was a bad boo joke, okay? But welcome in. Oh my god, two new first time chatters? One saying meow and the other saying ow. Okay, but welcome in. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Welcome in. Or maybe not welcome in. Maybe you're not welcome. I don't know. I might dislike you. Okay, that might be true. Okay, maybe today, chat. I don't like you, chat. Maybe I don't like you today. Ever thought about that? Question, chat. Question. Welcome, Twitch chatters. Welcome. Okay, big news. Okay, very big news. Okay, big news. I got monetized on YouTube. Woo! Yay! So now people, you can send super chats in YouTube. Okay, most of you are watching on Twitch right now. Okay, but for the minimal people, that are watching on YouTube, you can send super chats and stuff, which is pretty cool. If you ask me, pretty awesome. I'm already Mercy. Maybe I'll be Bastion. Okay, that's not even how you're messing up this. That's not how this song goes. You're singing the song wrong. Okay, you don't even know the I'm already Tracer. You're not even in the right order, bro. You're not honestly kind of disappointed. Like how are you gonna mess that up? You know, like how are you gonna mess something like that up? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in my chat. Okay. How are you gonna mess up like the greatest like thing from like OG Musically, bro? How are you gonna mess that up? Not my chatters. Okay? Yeah, no ball knowledge. That's what I'm saying. How do you not know I'm already Tracer? Maybe I'll be Tracer. I'm already Tracer. You know, you put Brigitte, okay? Brigitte and Domina were not a part of Overwatch when that song came out. Buddy, that's literally how it goes. That's literally not how it goes. That's though. That's not how it goes though. Like that's not how it goes though. Like I can pull up the song. I'm already Tracer, okay, guys? We're gonna look at the lyrics, okay? I'm not gonna play the song because it's an annoying ass song. Okay? Okay? Okay. Well, where's like the main chorus? Maybe I'll be Tracer. I'm already Tracer. What about Widowmaker? I'm already Widowmaker. I'll be Bastion. Nerf Bastion. You're so right. Winston, I want to be Winston. I guess I'll be Genji. I'm already Genji. Then I'll be McCree. Ooh, not McCree. Bro, it's Cassidy now. See guys? I'm not gonna be Mercy. Okay, guys. You guys clearly you don't know the song. I can't believe my chat doesn't know the song. This is like I'm disappointed in my chat. I'm let down by my chat, quite honestly. Like, hold up. Also, too, I need to turn on my AC real quick. My goodness, it's 74 degrees in my apartment. What the fuck? Did not feel like 74 degrees until I turned the lights on and was sitting in front of the camera, and then it just like, um, I know that song? Yeah, because it's an awesome song, bro. Okay, I saw the Overwatch Fortnite collab. I don't even know why they did the Overwatch Fortnite collab. Like, it's kind of like, it's, to me, it's like such a dumb collab, you know? Like, did we need a Fortnite Overwatch collab? Okay, and they did like Genji, Mercy, and they did like one. They did Diva. Why Diva? Okay, okay. At this point, they should have done Kuriko. Okay, Kuriko is like the face of Overwatch at this point. Okay, and I don't even think she was in the Fortnite skins, bro. Lame, lame. How am I today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The Fortnite X Overwatch Rule 34 gonna be crazy. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to have you in my chat right now, Drippy Cat. Those words are words that should have never been muttered. Okay, those are diabolical words that just came out of your mouth. Like that's rough. You know, that's like that's bad. Okay? How do you string such awful words together, okay? Not even mean words, okay? Kiriko has 4 billion skins. She doesn't need another one in Fortnite. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? People are like, "Oh, why does Kiriko get all the Overwatch skins?" Okay? Cuz Kiriko players buy all the Overwatch skins, okay? I don't know if you've ever like queued with like a Mercy or like a Kuriko player. Bro, they buy every single skin that comes out, okay? No wonder Blizzard's like, which character should we make a skin for? Oh, how about Kiriko again? that's literally that's literally like it's literally Overwatch in a nutshell. Kiriko is not even fun to play. I don't understand Kiriko. Like whenever I play I'm just bad on Kiriko. I just cannot hit the kunais, bro. When I play on Kiriko, I miss every single kunai and then I get killed. Okay, because I use my TP at the wrong time, and sometimes I'm like, oh man, are you transgender? I am. I am. Yeah. Um, yeah. Um, Kiriko, yeah. I don't know. In terms of supports in Overwatch, I like to play Juno, even though I suck at Juno. But I'm the best on Zen, okay? The highest rank I've ever gotten in Overwatch was on Zen, okay? I did get to gold 5 on Zen, so I don't know. I like playing Zenyatta, but Zenyatta is great if you're not playing against a dive comp. If you're playing against a dive comp, as soon as they dive you, you have like no mobility at all, and then you're stuck and you're dead. But yeah. I mean, I'm good on Moira, but Moira just doesn't feel fun to play. Like Moira is literally just you hold down like one button the whole time. And then anytime you get into trouble, you just like, you like fade out of there. Lame gameplay, okay? I do like playing as Bap. I do like Bap, but I don't know, Bap kind of sucks this season. I don't know. Also thank you for the follows and stuff. No, the live stream is 100 years in the future. The YouTube live stream. The YouTube live stream is on a slight bit more of a delay than the Twitch stream, I believe. Um, how the hell does a Fortnite stream cost more than a whole edible? Because I don't want to play Fortnite. Okay. The difference is I wouldn't mind taking the gummy. Okay, I don't want to play Fortnite. That's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah. Yeah. But we were talking about Fortnite. Kind of crazy that we were talking about Fortnite. You guys ever think about the Fortnite Overwatch skins? I don't know. Kind of gross. Like, why do we need them? Why do we need them? I don't know. Having Fortnite redeem means that you have it installed on your computer already. I do not. I do not have it installed on my computer. I could launch my Epic Games launcher and show you guys that I don't have it. That I, in fact, don't have Overwatch or Fortnite installed. Okay, also, too, Fortnite's like a ridiculous amount of gigabytes. It's like 100 something gigabytes. It's like, them freckles amazing though. Thank you, thank you. I have plenty of skin damage. Maybe I'll have skin cancer one day. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I wear sunscreen all the time, but I freckle and burn. Okay, if I'm out in the sun for more than like 2 minutes, I'm burning. I'm burning. Okay, I got pasty, pale, white skin. Okay, that burns if it even like gets close to the sun. Um. Okay, my Epic Games is not opening. Okay. Um. Yeah. Um. Fortnite is childish. I mean, I don't see Fortnite as childish. I mean, it's a game. It's a video game. Like, right? Like, it's a video game made for all ages. So I don't really see it as like child. It's just a game. Using keyboard navigations to get here now. What do you mean? What do you mean? The sun is behind you. Yeah, yeah, because I'm in heaven. Okay, why do you think it's so bright behind me? It's because my aura is just radiating. You know, because I'm like an angel. Because it hurt when I fell from heaven. Also, welcome in first time chatters. Sindrill, welcome in. Welcome in. Dumb joke about title. Pappy died. I didn't die. I'm an angel, guys. That came down to earth, guys. Yeah. I'm like those are so you have freckles on your body too? Yes, I do. I have lots of freckles. I'm very freckled. Yeah. You're trans question mark. Yeah, that's not how you'd ask a question. Like you wouldn't say to someone you're trans. Like that's just like saying someone's trans. You would say, "Are you trans?" That would be the proper way to ask the question. Are you still riding an 825 skateboard? Yeah, I am. I am. I need to get a new board, but I'm waiting for my current board to chip. My tail has like a little chip that hasn't like broken off of the board, but it's like, you know, when you get a chip on your skateboard and you can like push the chip back into your board and it hasn't like fully chipped off yet? You're trans? What? Me? No, never. 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 I would never. I would never. Uh, it's been well here. Feel like you're what? Um oh, you're talking about Earth. Do you guys ever think aliens just like look down at Earth and like they're like, dang, that place crazy. That place got some crazy people. Or do you think the aliens are just like in space like, yeah, we don't give a fuck about Earth, bro. They're silly like humans down there. What if we were the aliens all along, chat? Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, what if we're the aliens? What if we're the aliens? I'm in space right now. What do you want to know? Holy shit, bro. Well, you are wizards in space, so that your name makes sense. This is a good point. This is a good point. Yeah, let's visit the planet where they make films endlessly about killing aliens. Yeah, why is every single movie about aliens like I think we should kill the aliens, you guys. Like, what if the aliens aren't that bad, you know? What if the aliens are just like chill dudes that just like smoke like space weed or something? And just like, like getting like crossfaded on their like, I don't know, their like version of alcohol, you know? Maybe, have we ever stopped to think maybe aliens could just be chill dudes? Okay? Maybe the aliens would come here and be like, yo, we're here to party, bro. We're here to gamble in Vegas, you know? Have we ever thought about that? What if aliens came here and were like, bro, we love gambling, but our planet outlawed it, so that's why we came to Vegas, you know? Potential thinking, okay, guys? This is a real serious thought experiment, you know? Like what do we know about the aliens? What do we know about the aliens? What do the aliens know about us, you know? Are there even aliens? You know? Have you watched Project Hail Mary? I have not. Yeah. Commands? I don't think we have a command that gives you the list of commands. Not gonna lie, you came across as an alien trying to be a human every time you come across. I'm not an alien. I'm not an alien. I'm not AI. Okay, I'm very much real and a human and alive. Um, yeah. So is there evidence to prove that gender can change in humans? Yeah. Gender is social. If you're talking about like when it comes to science, gender is social, sex is scientific. So if you wanted to say, is there proven evidence that someone can change their sex, that would be a more, I guess, scientifically rooted question. Which we do know that obviously sex isn't just about genital and chromosomes, it's also about hormones and other things when it comes down to biology. So the answer is it's much more complicated. Um, some of you might not be ready or willing to have that conversation. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, aliens gave up on us because of confused people like you. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Honestly, you're right, Chatter. You're right. Aliens probably like saw us and were like, yeah, they got trans people. They're too cool, bro. they're like, they're too cool for us. We're too cool. Um, yeah. Yeah. About that, if gender was different, how come restrooms are marked to accommodate different sexes? Okay, but that's not all restrooms are marked, you know? Like the restroom in my house isn't marked, you know? If you're talking about public restrooms, yeah, they're marked, but like it's just a way of like separating people. Um, yeah. Men's restrooms accommodate all male bodies and women's restrooms accommodate all female bodies. But that's just not true. That's just not lived reality. Even if trans people weren't a thing, okay, there would still be men and boys that go into women's restroom and women that go into men's restrooms. Like, for example, my grandpa or my grandma has dementia, right? My grandpa is her primary caretaker, okay? If they go out to a restaurant, my grandpa has to take her into the men's restroom to use the bathroom because she cannot sit down and stand up on a toilet on her own. Okay? Okay? Even if it wasn't about, even if trans people were not a thing, okay? Also, growing up as a kid, okay? My mom took me into the women's restroom when I was a toddler, okay? My sister went into the men's restroom when I was growing up, like when she was a kid, you know? Also, thank you for the floating heart jewels. Thank you. Just me always. Um, it's it's a like obviously you're trying to simplify something that is not simple. Um, like also too like understanding of gender and sex changes over time, you know? It's it changes with the more we understand, the more we change as a society. Things are fluid, but you have a rigid worldview, you know? Um, yeah. Love the freckles. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. But, yeah. But also, too, it's like, do you really want a trans guy who has a full beard? Okay? Even though if a trans guy has a vagina, biologically female, right? Do you want a guy with a full beard fucking going into a woman's restroom? Because that's what a trans man is, okay? And more trans women pass than you would think. You just only see the trans women that don't pass or that are open about it in public. There's plenty of trans people that are stealth, that you would never know they're trans. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, too, like, yeah. I'm gonna close my door real quick. It's like, I opened my door to cool off because it was like too hot in my room, but now it's cooled off. So yeah. But I think I'm about 6 months on HRT. Now this estrogen shit is pretty cool. Congratulations on hitting 6 months. That's pretty awesome. Pretty swag. Yeah. Are you trans? Yes, I am. Yeah. But like, I don't know. Now I don't mean to belittle Christians. It's a religion, and I respect the opinions of Christianity. But it doesn't hold up to science or Earth's scientifical timeline. Yeah, that's true. Which is weird that you hold a scientific view when it comes to religion, but then when it comes to gender and sexuality, you don't realize that they can be fluid, you know? Like, because even if we're talking about like sex, right? Like, obviously, there's like sex characteristics like genitalia and chromosomes, but there's also sex characteristics like hormones, which we can change those, okay? And people can get bottom surgery, change their genitals and secondary sex characteristics, you know? Like things are much more complicated than you would think. Yeah. Uh had to come here instead. The YouTube idiots are insufferable. Yes, they sometimes are. They sometimes are. Yeah. But yeah. Sex in this economy? Yeah. I have plenty of it. So like it's not an issue for me, you know? You know? Yeah. Did I miss sex? Well, YouTube is a more right-wing platform thanks to it being the most popular platform. I don't think YouTube is a more right-wing platform. I think YouTube tends to be whatever the people on YouTube like personal preferences are. Like YouTube shows me very left-wing stuff. Like like YouTube caters to you. Like your YouTube caters to you. But yeah. Yeah. YouTube is like everything. Yeah. Do you know how many videos a day get uploaded to YouTube? It's like 5 million videos that get uploaded a day to YouTube. Do you know how much video content that is? That's so much. That's so much, guys. It's probably more than 5 million videos a day, okay? But, yeah. Depends on the channel. The algorithm knows your preference. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Ads, no. Uh-oh. Yeah. 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 Not just that personality can be influenced, that view, like, and say that humor's all different at the same time. Not everyone like yellow, and I'm glad for it. I don't even know what you're trying to say, Bruce Lee. I genuinely lost in the paragraph sentence. uh, so gender is a name under or determined and defined by social understanding of sex. That's what your interpretation of it is, but I would say my interpretation of gender and sex and what most academic scholars who study it is that gender is social. It's the way you're viewed and perceived in everyday world, and it is both internal and external. Sex is related to biological features and actual biology. Um, and yes, gender does get based off of some sexual characteristics, but not entirely. It's also gender is shaped by the culture. Um, a cult like every culture has differing views around gender. Okay, um, but for the most part, sex is pretty scientific. Um, but yeah, um, yeah. Oh, the pap coin. I'll let Pinballer do that. Actually, I think Pinballer's lurking. I don't know. Is Pinballer here to do the pap coin? Um, I can always put up the pool. Start prediction. Start prediction. Coin flip. Guys, do the coin flip. All right, there you go. Yeah. Um, bro, we got philosophy in chat again. I feel like we had philosophy in chat the other day, guys. I'm getting into philosophy. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, a chick with facial hair. I don't grow facial hair though. I started hormones early enough that I'm lucky enough to have started hormones early enough that I don't grow facial hair. Like, um, but yeah. Um, yeah. Um, damn, I'm jealous. I don't like having facial hair. Yeah, that's rough. Um, you lucked out. Well, I did start transitioning at like 18, so like and I was very much a late bloomer, so um yeah. Um yeah, but okay. Coin flip. All right, let me do slash coin flip. Oh shit. Holy shit, guys. Oh man. Oh man. Coin flip. Coin flip. All right, there we go. All right. All right, there we go. Oh, well, it landed on heads. Both of them landed on heads, so I guess both landed on heads. So congratulations. Um but yeah. I don't know why my chat is always filled with people asking me if I'm gay on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I eat pussy and suck dick, okay? Get over it. I don't know why so many people ask me that question. I'm like, okay, like Yeah. Wow, a whole 40 Pappy coins? Yeah. You gotta be strategic with your Pap coin. You gotta be strategic with that. Are you gay on YouTube? Yeah, I'm gayer on YouTube than I am on Twitch. Even though I stream on both platforms at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I am gay. Gay, transgender, woke, evil, epic, Fortnite Battle Pass, like #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down, like 10 kills on the board right now, and like I like guys, I'm not even kidding, guys. I just wiped out Tomato Town. Like I revived my friend. Now we're heading southbound. Like look at the map. Go to the mark sheet. Also, thank you for the chili and the stars. Thank you very much. Thank you for those. Very cool. Very swag. Yeah. Doesn't give top energy. But my exes would beg to differ. So I don't know. I might seem chill and down to earth, okay, online, but let's just say I'm not always a bottom, okay? Most of the time, I'm a dom. Okay, most of the time. Okay, most of the time. Welcome in, first time chatter. Water polo rules. Is that like water polo rules? Like water polo's like the coolest, or like water polo rules like the rules of water polo? Like I'm trying to get at what your name means. Yes, the first one. Okay, yeah. I water polo looks hard. You have to like tread water and throw a ball at the same time. Okay, that's hard, bro. That's hard. Any sisters? I have 2 sisters. Also, thank you for the thumbs up and the flowers. Thank you for the jewels. Very cool. Very swagalicious. Swagalicious. Do you guys know about Fergalicious? You guys know about Fergie? Bro, I kind of wonder what she's up to. Like, you ever think about like a pop star that was big like a long time ago? Also, thank you for the 6-7. But do you ever think of like a pop star that was big like a long time ago, and you're like, I wonder what they're up to, you know? Like, I wonder what Black Eyed Peas are up to, you know? Sometimes I'm like, I wonder what all the Black Eyed Peas members are doing right now, you know? Sometimes like an older song comes on, and I'm like, what are the Red Hot Chili Peppers doing? Well, we know the lead singer is probably sleeping with underage girls. Well, it is kind of crazy how the lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers did admit to sleeping with underage girl in like his autobiography or biography, which is crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I put the gayness isotope to make me immediately gayer, make my immediate era gayer. Bro, that's the social contagion that like people are so worried about spreading. The gay social contagion that's gonna page 158 in his autobiography. How do you know that exact number? Uh how how do you know that exact number? How do you know that exact number, Wizard in Space? That's a little concerning. Why do you know the exact number? Little suspect, little suspect. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you use for your hair? I use Kevin Murphy products, shampoo, conditioner, and hair oil. Um, yeah. No, maybe my homophobic teammates will catch bisexualness from me in the pool. That's also thank you Water Polo Rules for the follow on Twitch. But that's also thank you New Day Gecko and Bruce Lee for the follow on Twitch. Sorry I missed that. But that's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of, how do you play water polo? A sport where every single guy in the pool is wearing a skimpy ass Speedo and you're all like pushing over each other's heads, okay? Trying to like push people's heads down close to your balls to like, oh, well, I'm a girl. Okay, well, how do you like, water polo? I don't know. How do you be homophobic and do like water polo or like wrestling? Like wrestling's like, how can you be homophobic and do wrestling? Like the whole sport is the gayest sport ever. You're literally like trying to wrestle other guys that weigh a similar weight and height to you and trying to pin them down. That's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. Like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, there are some sports that are a little gay, and wrestling is definitely one of them. Wrestling is definitely one of them. Plenty of people wrestle that are not gay and still homophobic. Yeah, like you can wrestle and not be gay. I'm just saying, how do you wrestle and be homophobic? Like how are you like, oh, I don't think gay men should be having sex with each other, but then you're sometimes in closer proximity to rubbing against men than a gay man is when they're having gay relations. Okay? Just think about that. Just think about that, okay? Yeah. Dresses are still categorized by sex, but they're not. It's a piece of clothing. Yeah. And obviously, dresses used to be the go-to clothing for hundreds of years for both genders, Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm unaware that clothing had genitals. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Poop, poop, poop. Thank you for spamming that in my chat. I really appreciate you spamming poop. Because, like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Um, why is everyone concerned about other people's decisions? For real, for real. Also, thank you, HR Supremacy for the follow, okay? Why are you following again? I feel like you follow and then unfollow all the time. Like, what's up with that? I feel like you unfollow just to follow again, just for me to say your name out loud. Okay, next time you follow HR Supremacy, I'm not gonna say your name again, because you do this like once a week. Yeah. But respect human beings. Yeah, I would agree. I agree with that statement. That's a good statement. Guys, you want to hear a statement? I think we should treat others how we want to be treated. Cuz I think that's like maybe call it like a golden rule to live by. Maybe that's what we should call that. Should we wow, that's crossing. Yeah. I know, cuz like if I were to treat other people how I want to be treated, I wouldn't yell at my waitstaff and throw food at my waitstaff when I go out to eat. Like that's the best part of going out to eat is when you throw the food at the waitstaff and say, this isn't what I ordered. This isn't what I ordered. Yeah. Just going full Karen mode at a restaurant. I don't do that, guys. I don't throw food at the waitstaff, okay? I throw it at the other people in the restaurant. Yeah. Yeah. Are you trans as well? I am trans. Transgender. I hardly know her. Wow. What a funny joke, you guys. What a funny joke. Sorry I made you pee your pants. Sorry if I made anyone piss their pants, screaming, laughing, crying. Um, how people treat wait staff is a good way to tell if they're a good person. That's why I always like going to restaurants on a first date, okay? Because if you don't say thank you to the wait staff, it yellow flag, okay? If you're disrespectful to the wait staff, red flag, okay? Because like it's about like how you treat people that are like serving you or like below you, you know? Um Also, welcome in first time chatter. Like you really do get a sense of people through like how they treat like restaurant employees. Um yeah. What your yes, I am. Any advice when it comes to facial hair? I transitioned early, so I've never had to deal with any facial hair issues. So but if I had to, if I like when people ever ask me for like trans advice, the tip I give them is learn how to do your eyebrows. Okay, eyebrows, doing your eyebrows, like shaping your eyebrows, can completely change your face shape. Are you a Decepticon or Autobot? Decepticon, easy, because I'm evil. Because I'm evil, and like what's the Transformers planet that like the Decepticons want to destroy? Whatever, you know. And plus, I think the Decepticons look way cooler than the Autobots. Like, let's be real. Also, thank you, Salt Levels, for the follow. Pappy, I can't just support you. You're a Decepticon. I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. So sorry. Very sorry. Also, thank you, Tosa no Kimi, for the follow. Hopefully, I said your name right. Okay. No Kuni. Is that a? Sounds like a Japanese name, like the way it's written out. Like, is it Japanese? You got it. Yeah, I know a bit of Japanese. I failed Japanese in college. I actually did. I actually did. I did. I did take Japanese for one semester in college, and I failed it. So then I took German instead, which I passed 4 semesters of German. So, but Japanese was not good to me. Okay. Okay. Especially when we got to the part when the Japanese, like, when it's just like, when it's just like when it's just the symbols and there's no spacing, bro, I was struggling. I was struggling. Okay. I'm bad, bad when it, okay. Japanese was a rough class. I did not understand it at all. Also, thank you for the makeup brushes. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you very much. You look like Clavicular. People keep telling me that. Should I do a Clavicular collab, guys? Yeah, let me call Clavicular. Oh, let me call him real quick. I'm calling Clavicular. Oh, what's that, Clavicular? Oh, you don't want to do a stream because I'd mog you. Oh, yeah, I totally get that because I'm like a hotter transgender girl version of you. Yeah, it's like, and you don't want to be mogged like live on stream, and like also I'm sober, so I'd also sober mog you. I totally get it, totally get it. Well, guys, I don't think me and Clavicular are gonna do a collab, you guys. Believe it or not, you know. I just got the call, guys. I just got the call. Yeah, so crazy turn of events. I can sing Silent Night in German for some reason. Interesting song to learn. Interesting song to learn. Me choosing between gas, food, ads talking about traveling. Lol. Yeah. Yeah. I filled up my gas tank the other day. Okay. I filled up my gas tank and it wasn't as much as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna fill up my gas tank and it was gonna be like $55, but it was like 40. I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still bad, but like, wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm just bad at doing math because my car only takes 10 gallons, but my car gets like 30, like probably like 28 to 34 miles a gallon. So my car is pretty fuel efficient. So I don't have to fill up that much, but like yeah, gas is like 4.60 a gallon. When I filled up the other day, it was like 6.15 a gallon. 6.15 a gallon in California on Tuesday was when I filled up at the gas station. But it was annoying because like I went to fill up, and the first gas pump I went to, the card reader was broken, and all the other pumps were taken, so I had to wait till someone to like move till I could like fill up my gas. 6.15, yes. 6.7 a gallon, 6.7 a gallon. Okay, that was cringe. You know what's funny? My homophobic teammates were once talking about how horrible it would be if a girl had a crush on them, and that'd be wild. I'm over here thinking, right, if someone liked you, I'd be shocked. It is always crazy how straight women sometimes will be like, oh, I hope any lesbians don't have a crush on me. Girl, no one's crushing on you, okay? You have blonde highlights and you look like every single other white girl, okay? No one's got a crush on you, okay? No woman's got a crush on you, okay? Lesbians have a little bit higher standards, okay? Okay? Also, lesbians don't tend to crush on girls that we can tell are straight. So, you know, I say we, but I'm not I'm bisexual. I'm not. All my friends are lesbians though. Sometimes like my friends will be talking about women, um, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm so glad I don't date men," and then I'm over here like, I sometimes date men. I have to be the one that's like I have to do like the like I feel like shamed. I'm like, uh, they're like, "Yeah, penis is so gross," and I'm over here like, I like penis. Yeah. I'm like, I actually like it. Um, I'm mostly lesbian, but some guys are attractive. I'm very much like 50-50. My type is people with dark hair and glasses and that like me back. That's my type. Um, that's my type, you know? Regardless of gender, okay? Dark hair, glasses, and they like me. That's my type. Are you still making the short film you planned for? I'm not making anything right now, no. But welcome in, first time chatter. Holy shit, that's me. You don't have a chance. Okay, I'm sorry. I wouldn't date a viewer. I feel like it'd be weird to date a viewer. Like as a content creator, I feel like it'd be weird to date a viewer or fan. Which kind of makes it hard like when I'm on lesbian dating apps cuz like I feel like half the times if I match with anyone that's like non-binary or trans in any way, they're like, "Oh my god, I've seen your content before." And I'm like, "Oh. Oh. Oh, but you were so hot. No." No. You know? Because for me, it's like, I don't want to date someone that's watched my content, okay? Because then you already know how funny I am. You already know how hot and funny I am, okay? You know? I don't want you to get your hopes up, you know? I mean, I'm hotter and funnier in person, but like, relax. Yeah, you should collab with Pappy the First. You right. I should probably collab with her. Hi from Argentina. Bro, you guys gave us the hentai virus. You guys started the hentai virus, bro. I'm a little mad at you guys. You guys hear about this hentai virus that's spreading around? People are catching it and they're turning into they're turning into anime characters, okay? They're turning into big boobied anime women or okay, scrawny like isekai male protagonist. That's what's happening with the hentai virus, guys. Guys, you guys should know about the hentai virus, you know? Like the hentai virus. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Look up the hentai virus. Okay? Also, if you want to know what Trump's trying to do to stop it in America, look up Trump Rule 34. He just passed a new rule. So I suggest you look up Trump Rule 34 to find out what we're doing about the hentai virus. Hello from Poland, land of the femboys. Very cool. Do you have a TikTok? I do have a TikTok. My TikTok's actually my largest platform. It's Pappy the First. Same on TikTok as it is on YouTube. Same username, spelled the same way. It's also linked in my in my channel bio. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But you come in contact with these rodents that are weebs that live in Argentina, and then you catch the hentai virus, and then it's all over. You either if you're a guy, you either die or you end up becoming like a hey guys, or if you catch it and you're a woman, you become like a Oni-chan. Guys, that's what's happening. Okay, that's what's happening in the world right now. Okay, I'm telling you guys about the hentai virus. Do you live in California? I live in Antarctica. So can we get some Antarctic pride flags in chat, please, chat? Also, thank you, Sads Tone. Thank you, Sads. Thank you for the follow. You're trying to set your viewers up search history? No, I'm just saying look up Trump Rule 34. He implemented a new law. If you guys want to stay what's up to date going on in our country right now, you need to look up Trump Rule 34 to figure out how we're dealing with the hentai virus, guys. Guys, I'm not trying to be panicky or anything. Okay? I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to spread the word. Also, welcome in, random trans guy. Welcome in. I looked it up. You set me up. Did you actually look it up? Are you actually that dumb? Dang. I got some chatters. That's pretty good. I got the Uri virus? No. That's one of the couple strange of the hentai virus. Yeah. Yeah, there's the Yuri and Yowie strain of the hentai virus. It's pretty scary. Yeah. Not to mention the alpha variant. Okay, guys, let's honestly chat. If omegas, betas, and alphas, okay, if we lived in the Omegaverse, what do you guys think you would be? Pinballer, can we run the pool? Can we run a pool and see what people are? Can we see what people are? Alpha, Omega, or Beta, and Omega. Also, thank you, Jay, for the 30 tip. Are you practicing your meows? Ooh, I can do one right now. Meow. Meow. Yeah, we're not even close to the goal, so what's the point of me practicing right now, you know? Barely there. Omega. Which would you be? Good question. Start the poll. Okay, starting the poll. Okay. But oh wait. But thank you for the $35 tip, Jay. Thank you very much. Very appreciate it. Now we're what? How much percentage of the way? We're like 1/7 of the way to the cat girl outfit goal. You guys actually don't have that much. You guys have like 2 weeks left on the cat girl goal. You guys got to make up some ground. Holy moly, holy moly! Why do you want a cat girl outfit? No, it's for you guys. I would stream in the cat girl outfit. I would also give you guys a couple different options of which cat girl outfit to choose. Okay, it's not gonna be the one in the photo right there. I'd give you a couple different options. Okay, because she wants $700, maybe. Okay, but also too, if you guys want the beach episode, too, yeah. Why wouldn't someone want a cat girl outfit? Good point. Good point. That's a good point. Okay. Most of chat said they would be okay. I need to run the poll on Twitch, okay? Let me run the poll on Twitch. Where's the poll? Manage poll. New poll. Which would you be? Alpha, beta, omega, mega. Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 62% of YouTube chat said they would be an alpha. 10% said they would be a beta. Okay? And 28% said they would be an omega. Okay, so some of you alphas are probably lying. Okay? Because let's be real. If we're talking about the Omegaverse, most people are betas. Okay? Usually it's like 80 to 90% of the population is betas, okay? And betas are just like normal people, you know? But then alpha and omega is obviously okay. Clearly, you guys haven't read enough Omegaverse, okay? Maybe I'm the loser. Maybe I know too much about the Omegaverse. Okay, maybe do you watch TADC? I don't know what that is. Or Has-Been Hotel. I can't stand Has-Been Hotel. I watched the first season of Has-Been Hotel and was like, I kept waiting for it to get good because so many people like it. Also, thank you for the 6-7 jewels, but so many people like Has-Been Hotel that I was like, oh, I'll watch Has-Been Hotel. I'll see what the hubbub is, bro. Has-Been Hotel is not it. I'll be so for real. I do not like Has-Been Hotel. Okay, and it's not even like my issue with Has-Been Hotel is just like none of the jokes are funny to me. It's not the type of comedy that I like, you know? Like the comedy in Has-Been Hotel is like, haha, pee pee poo poo, fart, piss, fuck shit, bitch. Okay, it's just a bunch of cuss words. Okay, it's just a bunch of cuss words. Okay, I like my jokes to have a very long setup. Okay, for a very good punchline. Okay, my favorite comedy shows. Okay, are Portlandia and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Okay, that should let you know a little bit about my comedy, where my comedy lies. Okay, I like a base premise that you build upon, and then it just like all comes together. You know. 45% of you said you would be betas. 4 of you said you'd be alphas. So 18% of you said you'd be omegas. Okay? Knowing my Twitch chat, I think there'd be a little more Omegas than that, guys. um, yeah. Pappy the First, I have a dad joke for you. How do you get a farm girl to like you? How do you get a farm girl to like you? Let's see what the joke is. A tractor. That is a dad joke. That's not even that's a bad one. That's a what's an omega again? Omegas can get pregnant regardless of gender and go into heat, okay, and have very strong pheromone. Clearly, I did not know, my audience did not know about the Omegaverse. Okay, I didn't know my audience didn't know about the Omega. I thought my audience would know about the Omegaverse. Okay, maybe I thought wrong. Maybe I thought wrong that my audience would know more about the Omegaverse than I thought. Okay, maybe I thought that. Okay, and maybe I was wrong. Um, why is most of chat new? Uh, is this Pappy's first reboot? No, it's because I'm streaming on YouTube as well, especially like YouTube vertical streams, and a lot of people come in from the YouTube vertical streams. Because obviously there's better quality on Twitch, and I read the Twitch chat way more often. Because the YouTube chat's not always the most friendly to me, but it's not really a big deal. Because there's plenty of good people in YouTube chat, so yeah. I've seen you on Instagram though. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts. It was like, she looks familiar. Well, congratulations! You found my YouTube channel as well, I guess. Glad you found it. You mean people are not all versed in smut? Okay, not all Omega versus smut. Okay, sometimes it's very wholesome. Okay. Sometimes it's wholesome, you guys. It's not always. Do you like the Hunger Games? No, I like food. I like food. The first Hunger Games is good. I don't. The other Hunger Games, I'm like, I don't know. If we're talking about like YA dystopian, okay, I like the Maze Runner series better than I like the Hunger Games. Okay, that's my opinion. That's What about HTT Wide? I don't know what HTT Wide is. That a fucking website? Bro, is that like the fucking start of a fucking like How to Train Your Dragon? Oh, I like that. I like the How to Train Your Dragon books as a kid. Um, but the issue that I had, like the How to Train a Dragon movie is good, but when I watched the How to Train a Dragon movie, like as a kid when it first came out, I was pissed, okay? Because the How to Train a Dragon books are completely different from the movies, okay? Now, that doesn't mean the movies are bad. The How to Train a Dragon movies are actually pretty good movies, okay? But, but, the How to Train a Dragon book is way different from the How to Train a Dragon movie. Like in the How to Train a Dragon book, like Toothless is not like some night crawling monster that like everyone's afraid of. Toothless is like a 2-foot tall dragon, okay, that everyone makes fun of Hiccup for having because they're like, haha, you have a small pathetic dragon, okay? Like 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 and as like when I was like a kid, when I was like 10 and I went to see the How to Train a Dragon movie, I was like, this isn't like the book. What the hell? They completely changed the story. Because, like, the whole point of, like, the books, like the book series, How to Train a Dragon, right, is about Hiccup learning more and researching dragons. Okay? And, like, the movie, everyone, they're like, oh, we hate dragons, okay? But in the book, like dragons are pretty common. Like most people have dragons, you know. But yeah, Why are you gay? Because I can be. Because I can be, and pretty awesome, honestly. Because I can be, and I want to be, and I am. Yeah. But yeah. Um, being gay is way more fun. Yeah, true, 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 true. Um, Happy, could you beat a Griever in a fight? No, I'd die, bro. Bro, the Grievers in the Maze Runner books are way scarier in the or are way scarier in the books than in the movies. Okay, because I listened to the audiobooks like as a teenager. Like I listened to the Maze Runner audiobooks as a teenager. Okay, and the Grievers, the way that they're described in the book is terrifying. Okay, but in the movies, they look like just like snot with like legs. That was like the Maze Runner movie. I only watched the first one, but the first Maze Runner movie was actually a pretty good adaptation. Like besides like how the Grievers looked, like I really didn't have any complaints. It's actually a pretty good movie. Actually a decent movie. Um, but yeah. I don't know. I'm not too much of a book reader. Obviously because I'm very dyslexic and reading is very hard. If I do read, I listen to an audiobook. Or I read comics. Yeah. Blair White for president. That's the funny. That's Chatter. You win post of the day. You win post of the day. That's funny. That's funny. That's really fucking funny. Blair White for president. That's actually hilarious. That's actually so funny. um, Called Maze Runner. Inside doesn't uh run in the maze for over 50 or 95 pages. Bro, how do you know all these page numbers? Wizard in Space, you know like the exact page number, okay, of like every single book where things happen. Yeah. But like in the Maze Runner, yeah, sure, he doesn't run into the book or into the maze for a while, but post of the day, Blair White for president. That's actually such. That's making me laugh so fucking hard, bro. I don't think Blair White could ever win the presidency. Okay, one, okay, she's a woman. Two, she's trans. Okay, I don't think. I don't. Also, three, she's really fucking stupid. I don't think she'd win the presidency. But that's funny. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I like your creeper plush. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Reading gives me migraines. Unfortunately, I don't get migraines from reading. I just being dyslexic. It's very hard for me to read. Um, and it takes me way longer to read. Like I can listen to an audiobook because okay, the way I would read books if I was like assigned them in school or like on the rare occasion where I want to read like a book for fun, I listen to an audiobook and I listen to it on like 2.5 times speed or 3 times speed. So I can smash a book in like 8 hours. Um, like the most recent book that I read was Fourth. Well, I didn't read it. I listened to it, but I listened to Fourth Wing on the airplane. Not a great book. I don't think I'll read the second one. But it was like a 20-hour audiobook, but I listened to it on like 3 times speed, so it was only like 8.5 hours. So like I fucking smash audiobooks. I remember when I had to read, I think it was Beowulf uh in like high school. And I literally listened to it in like the span of like an hour and a half because I listened to it so fast. I did the same thing with The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby I read in like 6 hours because I put it on like 3 times speed, just like listen to it. I always liked getting Shakespeare stuff because like Shakespeare I didn't have to read, I could just look up the play. Um, and actually, I don't struggle with reading scripts because scripts are more spaced out, like dialogue wise, so they're easier for me to follow along. Also, thank you, Venus and Peace, for the follow. Thank you very much. Did you actually understand anything when I listened to it on 3 times speed? Yeah, yeah. Because I usually don't do anything else when I listen to it that fast. I just kind of listen to it. Um, And usually, like, also thank you for the chili for the jewels and the heart jewels. Um, thank you. But like usually if you're like an audiobook, they usually read the book pretty slow because they usually kind of like voice act it out, so they add like inflections and stuff like that. But if you listen to an audiobook at like 3 times speed, they're pretty much just reading it at like a faster pace. I'd say it's like the equivalent of watching like a YouTube video on 2 times speed. You know, it's not that bad. Um, yeah, I'm I'm intelligent, but I have the attention of a cocker spaniel. Cock? Whoa. Okay. Why are you bringing up cock right now? Okay, that's okay. Keep that to yourself. Okay, we don't want to hear about cock. Okay. Well, maybe some of us do. Um. The dog LAFMO. I know. I know. I know. I know. I'm making a joke. A very funny joke. Pappy, can you abuse me 24/7? I don't want to abuse anyone, so I don't think I'm gonna do that, Shanner. Um, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Um, yeah. You inspire me. Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed the joke, lol. You're welcome. You're welcome. Pappy. Do you game jolt? I don't know what game. Do you have game jolt? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You should Mew like the Pokemon. Guys, you want to watch me Mew? Hold up. Hold up, chat. Let me open up my Pokemon Home real quick. Actually, it might have me log into Pokemon Home. I don't know. I haven't logged into Pokemon Home in like a while. Um, but Jesus Christ, bro. Pokemon Home fucking blasting. Um, um, uh, this is big if true. What's big if true? Um, like what do we are? You should sing for you guys don't want to hear me sing. I'm too good at it. Too good at singing. All right. Okay, chat. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Let's agree. I was just looking at my phone for a moment. A memento. Memento. Because you said Mew, and then I'm trying to pull up Pokemon Home so I can show you guys my Mew. Okay, I'm trying to pull up Pokemon Home so I can show you guys my Mew. Hold up, let me search Mew. 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 Oh, I don't need it to be shiny. Oh my god, I have 4 Mews? What the hell? Wait, chat. Look at all my Mews. Look at all my Mews. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me switch to OBS so I can see what I'm showing you guys. Look, I got 1 Mew, 2 Mew, 3 Mew, Oh, wait, 1 Mew, 2 Mew, 3 Mew, 4 Mew. Yeah. I have 2 event Mews, and I have one from Scarlet. This one's from Pokemon Scarlet. Okay. This one's from Pokemon Go. This one's from an event, and this one's from an event. So yeah, yeah, I'm pretty. I guess you could say I have a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, Mew, 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 Mew. Yeah. You guys want to see all my shinies? Do you guys? These are all my shinies in Pokemon Home. Let me show you guys all my shiny Pokemon. Let me just show you all my shiny Pokemon. Is it gonna focus? I'm gonna let it focus. Let it focus. Let it focus. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Look at all the shinies, chat. Look at all the shinies. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Shinies. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to see something crazy about my. Dude. This is my Pokemon Home Pokedex. This is all the Pokemon that I haven't caught. I literally just need Marshadow. I just need Marshadow. Literally, I have all of them but Marshadow. Like, if I go to registered, look, I can scroll. I have all the Pokemon, guys. I have all the Pokemon but Marshadow because I missed the Marshadow event window one time. And I have the Marshadow, in Pokemon, like, I have the, Marshadow, like, not like goal or like whatever it is in Pokemon Go, but it requires you to beat like like 5-star Team Rocket raids or something stupid like that, which like I don't usually go on like rocket raids. Yeah. It takes 112 pages till Harry actually arrives at Hogwarts. How do you know this? How do you know all these book pages, wizard? What in the hell, bro? Yeah, wizard, what page of the Bible, does, what page of the Bible are the Ten Commandments on? What page is that? What page is that? Yeah. Bro's just gronking. Bro, who is using Grok? Okay, look, if you use AI, like, as a tool, why would you use Grok? Like there's better AI, right? Like, I feel like Grok would be, like, the last AI you would want to use. Yeah. Are you a lesbian? I swing both ways. It's funnier to say Grok. Yeah, let's Grok it, guys. Let's Grok it. Let's Grok it. Let's go to the Hitler AI porn. That's kind of what Grok is, though. I know they like patch that stuff, but it will never not be funny to me when Grok was like saying wild ass shit, bro. Grok sounds like a chud name, bro, because it's made by a chud. Like, what do you mean? You're gonna expect Elon to choose a name that's not a chud name for his fucking AI, bro? Like, you sure about that? Opinions on J.K. Rowling. Boo. I think the Harry Potter books are okay. But I think J.K. Rowling as a person is a shithead. And I won't be watching or reading any new Harry Potter stuff. Or any current Harry Potter stuff because I don't want to give her money because she uses it to fund anti-trans legislation in the UK and throughout Europe. So, yeah. I will not be supporting the lady with mold on her walls. She who shall not be named. Yeah. 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 Trans. Yeah. all ads. Do you guys know you guys can get rid of ads by becoming a Twitch sub? If you have Amazon Prime, you can become a Twitch sub for free using a Prime sub, which helps me out greatly. Wow. Show Pappy your support by subscribing. Thank you. Thank you, Pinballer. Thank you. Honey Boo Boo's mom being the only exception. Why are we talking about Honey Boo Boo's mom? Bro, why are we shitting on Honey Boo Boo's mom, okay? What's Honey Boo Boo even up to? Honey Boo Boo. Bro, Honey Boo Boo. What is she up to now? Like, oh, she has an Instagram. Interesting. Oh, I think she's just like an influencer now. Yeah, I think she's just an influencer now. She has 1.3 million followers. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. That would kind of be wild if your parents were like, "Yep, I'm gonna sign us up to be a part of a TLC TV show." Bro, sounds like a nightmare childhood. Okay, that sounds awful. I don't know why you would ever put your kids through that. Yeah. Yeah. Not a pronouner. I don't have pronouns. I don't use pronouns. I'm not a woke transgender. I actually don't use pronouns. Actually, pronouns, I don't believe in those. I don't believe in those. I believe in first names and first names only. Last names are fake. Okay, last names aren't real. Okay, you know, I don't do that. I don't do that whole pronoun nonsense. I don't do that whole pronoun nonsense. I don't use pronouns. My pronouns are kiss my ass. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys. My pronouns are suck my dick. Actually, please don't. I don't want your gross mouth on that. Ew. Yeah. Yeah. Trans, I hardly know her. Yeah. But yeah. 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 I saw a video the other day where it was a prompt. On the top of the video was your pronouns are what's between your legs. And the girl said my pronouns are your mom. That one's a classic. Classic. Like if you want to talk about, oh, there's only two sexes, yeah, the one I have with your mom and the one I have with your dad. Those are the two sexes, chat. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, people will tell you that there's male and female and intersex people and people that don't align in like that binary. Okay, my answer is there's two sexes: the one I have with your mom and the one I have with your dad. Okay, those are the two sexes. So, and if you don't like that those are the two sexes, okay, me having sex with your mom and me having sex with your dad, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't. I really don't. You know, like I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just telling the facts. No more TikTok Thursday. Yeah, TikTok just hasn't been serving me as much good stuff, and I haven't been spending as much time on TikTok, so no TikTok Thursday. I might change like TikTok Thursday to just like Reaction Thursday, and maybe I'll just let you guys like send in videos, that I can react to. Um, no conservative being no conservatives being dumb implies that they still have a few brain cells. Yeah. Um, I don't really mess with TikTok. It's been a lot of brain rot and AI slop. I don't get any AI stuff on TikTok, but I feel like TikTok loves to serve me videos that have like 0 to like 10 likes of someone who clearly doesn't post on social media very often talking for like a minute about something, and I'm just like, why are you showing me this? You know? Um yeah. Um yeah. So yeah. Um that's kind of like it's literally in the interesting. Interesting. Um yeah. YouTube Shorts is the same. YouTube Shorts, I get a lot of cooking content. YouTube Shorts, I get a lot of cooking and I get a lot of skate content. YouTube Shorts, I get a surprising amount of Mythical Kitchen and like this one dude that goes to food places in Japan. Okay, YouTube Shorts love showing me cooking videos, which I'm not against. I'm not against. I like cooking videos, but like when that's all that YouTube Shorts shows me, I'm like, I don't know, show me something funny. You know, YouTube Shorts just wants to show me cooking videos, which I'm like, I like cooking. I like cooking videos. That's in my alley. Just give me some variation. And then I don't spend any time on Instagram Reels. I don't even know what Instagram Reels would serve me because I don't use Instagram Reels. I use YouTube Shorts occasionally from time to time, just to, like see what YouTube Shorts is like. But other than that, I don't really use it. Yeah. All of you are becoming gay now. Yeah, that is true. If you're in stream, that is what's happening. MAGA, make America gay again. I believe in making America gay again too. Okay. Bring back gay people. That's what I'm saying. Um, at the end of stream, when you raid, we should all put Blair White for president. I don't think we should do that. Because I like to raid other trans streamers, and I don't want them to think that I like Blair White, and they're not gonna understand the inside joke that is Blair White for president. They're not gonna understand that, chat. They're not gonna understand the goaded chatters that I get. Okay, um, that's like they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. What kind of recipes? I get a lot of different kinds of recipes, like on YouTube Shorts. But it's kind of a mix. I get like a lot of I think it's because I watch like the recipes of what's like her website is like the go-to website if you're cooking like any sort of Korean recipe. But I watch her longer form YouTube videos sometimes. She's like probably like 40 or 50 years old, kind of like Korean mother type vibes, okay? I forget her website. If I look it up, I'll know. I'll know. Uh Also thank you Tofu for the follow. Thank you. Uh it's Mangachi or manga Mana Mana I don't know how to it's MAANGCHI. Bro, honestly, anytime you need a Korean recipe, like honestly, I go to her website first. Like no joke. Okay, I would consider her like the queen, the queen of anytime I need to, anytime I want to cook a Korean recipe. Um, yeah, um, yeah. Uh, Yeah. Um. Yeah. Uh. What? What are we talking about? Make America gay again. That's what I'm saying. Do you like Korean food? I love Korean food. I love Korean food. I just like food in general. I like food in general. Okay, I like food, but the foods that I dislike with a passion, okay? Do not put broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or cauliflower in front of me. Okay? I'm not touching them. Okay? They smell bad and they taste like shit. Okay? Okay? How do you spell your name? Zoe? Zoey? Or Pappy? Pappy? Um, Italian food is my. See, Italian food's good. It's in my top. Is it my favorite? If I had to go with like my favorite cuisine, hands down, Mexican food. Mexican cuisine is the best food, okay? The amount of regional cuisines that are in Mexico, okay, that are all outstanding are fantastic, okay? Okay, Mexico has great food, okay? Mexico knows how to cook. Do you like spicy Mexican food too? Yeah. Yeah. Um my second favorite cuisine would probably be Chinese, and then it'd be in this order. It'd be it like my top 5 favorite cuisines would be in order: Mexican, Chinese, Italian, Korean, American, specifically the South, specifically Southern, like pulled pork and like burnt ends and ribs and barbecue sauce, like Southern barbecue. Those are like my favorite food. Those are like my favorite cuisines. Faux sure. Faux show. Faux show. Yeah. Um, yeah. Those have got to be my favorite. Those have got to be definitely my favorite. For show, for show. For real, for real. I like food though. Big fan of food. South American American Southern cuisine. Okay, like collard greens and like pulled pork and coleslaw and cornbread and fucking like fried catfish and like pickles, like fucking pork rinds. Dude, I like southern food. Okay. Fried grouper. Um Pappy, you said you don't like broccoli. Now I have to ask, does that include cheesy broccoli? Yes. I can't stand the smell or taste of broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts. Broccoli is it smells awful and it tastes even worse, okay? There is nothing you could do that could make broccoli taste good to me. It smells bad and it tastes worse. Okay? Okay, it just I do not like the smell or taste, okay? Texture, it's like any other vegetable, you know? It's kind of it's a similar texture to asparagus. And I like asparagus, but I cannot stand broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts. Okay? Uh-uh. You like pickles? I love pickles so much that I make my own. I make my own pickles. I mean, it's not that hard to make your like pickles. It's literally just vinegar, salt, and water, and then just like whatever seasonings you want. But eat your veggies. Don't get me wrong. I eat veggies. Okay, I love vegetables. Okay, I just won't touch broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts. Okay? There are plenty of vegetables that I love. Carrots, okra, um, collard greens, green beans, peas, uh, zucchini, cucumbers. Okay? I like spinach. I love spinach. Spinach is good. Cabbage? Cabbage is my favorite vegetable. I fucking love cabbage. Um, wanted to publish The Hobbit, but they believe dwarves to be Jewish stereotype. Why are you informing me about Lord of the Rings? The Nazis didn't like Lord of the Rings, bro. Probably because they had no whimsy. Probably because they had no whimsy. I love cabbage. Cabbage is like my favorite thing ever. I fucking love cabbage. Okay, any type of pepper. Any type of pepper. Hell yeah. But I love cabbage. I'm a cabbage muncher, okay? Call me a cabbage patch girl, the way I love cabbage, okay? The way I love cabbage. I think everyone should know that, because it's such a good story. It is a pretty good story. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. We approve this message. If you like Mexican and cabbage, do you like soup? I love soup. I'm a soup muncher. The Mexican soups are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. One of the best soups I've ever had was in New Mexico. And even though it was New Mexican cuisine, which isn't Mexican, it's its own thing. It was so fucking. It was like a green chili like stew. Holy fuck, bro. Let me tell you, New Mexico has great ass food. Okay, New Mexico has awesome fucking food. Okay, like if we're talking about states with the best food, okay, New Mexico's got to be on there. Okay, I'd say New York has fantastic food. New Mexico has pretty good food. California, it depends. Um, See, because California has so much good food, but it also sometimes you'll go somewhere and they'll be like, "It's our quinoa like super salad," and you're like, "What the? Just give me food, bro. I don't know. Just like give me something actually good to eat, you know? Green chili sauce, yeah. We all have the same rights. We don't though. Like even if you were saying that like all trans people and gay people have the same rights, like we don't all have the same rights. Like some people have more rights than other people, some people have less rights due to legal status, okay, and or like whether they're like felons or not everyone has the same exact rights, you know? It's not oh right, I thought you said rice. I like rice. I love rice. Big fan of rice. Okay, who here likes rice? Raise your hand if you like rice. Yeah, yeah, I like rice. I like rice. Why am I getting an ad for the back rooms? What if you're in the back rooms right now? Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought of that? Um, have you ever thought maybe you're in the back rooms right now? What? No way. No way. Me in the back rooms. The back. How? What if you got to go to the bathroom in the back rooms? Has anyone ever thought about that? Like, what if you're like, shit, I gotta pee. I feel like they should cover that in the Backrooms movie, right? Like, if they don't cover that in the Backrooms movie, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Like, I'm gonna be a little disappointed if I go to watch the Backrooms movie and there's not a scene where someone in the Backrooms is like, shit, I kind of have to pee. You know? I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's a question that needs to be answered about the Backrooms. Also, chat, join the raid or I will scream and piss and cry and and scream and piss and cry. Okay, and you guys don't want that. You guys don't want that. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow, chat. I'm gonna go skateboard.